Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start off by pressing A because I have a 60-second timer that's going to go down and it takes a while. But while that's going, I'm doing science standard K.2.1, obtain, evaluate, and communicate information to describe patterns of what living things like plants and animals, including humans, need to survive. So students will be they'll make guesses regarding which temperatures will be safe for humans to survive in long term without using extra gear like warm clothes to help them survive longer. And the safe range that we'll talk about will be between 40 and 105 degrees Fahrenheit. And students will be using the temperature feature of the microbit to test out what different livable conditions feel like. So there will be a heat lamp that they'll hold the microbit under for 60 seconds. That's why there's the timer, so that they can watch it count down, and then it'll beep when it's time for them to take the temperature. And then they'll see if it shows a smiley face, which means it's safe, or a skull if it's not safe. And after holding it under the heat lamp, we'll see if it is too hot for people to live in that kind of temperature for a long period of time. And they wouldn't be holding it, they'd probably just lay it under the heat lamp, maybe a few heat lamps so that it gets hot enough. And then that will show the skull. And then there will be a fridge or a freezer. Well, we'll do both. So there'll be a fridge that they'll put it in for 60 seconds until it beeps, and then they'll see if that's too cold to live in out of our range. And then they'll do the same thing with the freezer, and then also in the hallway of their classroom. And then finally they'll go outside and they'll test it. And so this will help the students, it beeps when the timer is done so they know to test it. But doing it in all these different places will help students to see the various climates and temperatures that humans can safely live in. So because ours just beeped, we're going to go ahead and press B, and it shows a smiley face because the temperature is livable in here for a long period of time, which is good. In this area, there isn't a freezer or a fridge or heat lamps to test out those in, but if you look at the code, then that would work also. And for my own class, I would have those things available for them to test out the different temperatures. And then, like I said, when it's outside of the 40 degrees to 105 degrees range, it would show a skull, so then they know it's outside the range instead of a smiley face. And this is for kindergarten. And that's my project.